Learning means life. It means my purpose in life.
Learning means to me gaining knowledge in different aspects of life and basically building off of past generations to create a better livelihood for the future generations and for yourself.
I define learning, I don't think it's mostly academic because, there's only so much you can learn in the classroom. It's really about experiencing things and, just going out there and figuring out different ideas about life.
Learning for me is a constant process of adapting to life, basically, and life being part of your career and your personal life too. Overall, the big overall life lesson for me has been probably one of moderation. Extreme views or not taking views of others into consideration when making decisions is a dead end.
Just the greatest life lesson I probably ever got would be from my grandpa, who told me just never be afraid to fail, because you always have a second opportunity, especially in learning. It might not be the same opportunity, but there's always be some aspect that you learn from failing, because you don't learn so much from success, but you do learn from failure, because then you learn how to improve next time.
The most important life lesson I've learned is to really appreciate your family and put them first no matter what.
I've had one professor he's really inspiring. He pushes you really, really hard. His class is extremely difficult, but he makes you want to learn, and he also teaches you, stuff that he's experienced in life. He's like, I'm old, but, I've been through this, and I want to tell you guys, I wish someone had told me that when I was young.
My martial arts instructor, Dio taught me I think he guided me. My parents taught me a lot about just my outlook on life and learning and how important it is to educate yourself and expand your horizons. But I think Dio helped me in terms of I didn't really want to listen to my mother, so he helped kind of shape my overall outlook on the world and just how to treat people and how to be confident in yourself and how to treat yourself.
My parents mostly, I guess. They weren't perfect, but they always got the message out there. They always communicated very well and stuck it out, no matter whether it was hard, easy, or not, or whatever.
Hard to explain happiness.
I would say my definition of happiness is when you're in a state of mind where you're comfortable.
This is just how you feel inside. I don't know, from the people that you interact with. People are just things you do for yourself and things you do for other people.
Happiness is having a good time, hanging out with friends, being in nice weather, not being stressed out, and just living carefree.
Like right now, the Snickers is making me really happy. I was in the library for a couple hours studying, and that was making me unhappy because I was in there just doing really boring stuff. I come out, get a breath of fresh air, have a sweet snack, and I feel really happy.
I am most happy when I'm passionate about things, when I'm living my life in a way that excites me and motivates me and inspires me to do more.
Hanging around friends and family, playing sports, going outside, surfing, snowboarding.
What makes me happy is helping other people. It really does. I'm applying for nursing school right now, and a lot of the questions are asked about why do you want to be a nurse? And it's because what makes me happy is helping other people.
My dad definitely always told me to just do what makes me happy. There's a period of time where I didn't want to play sports anymore. My mom was pissed off. My dad just told me do what makes you happy. And he's always just been kind of that positive influence in my life.
I guess it has to do with my mom working at a golf course, so I was around the golf a lot, so which is something I always did as a kid, and I just kept playing it, so it's something I just always like to go home and do because I don't get to play it much when I'm away at school.
It's what binds people together.
everyone's relationships. It's defined, I mean, every day.
It's just kind of like this unexplainable kind of feeling you just get. You don't know until you feel it. But love is something that everyone shares with anything almost. It kind of just, you can bond over love, you can fight over love. It's like a really, really strong force, I think, in the environment. How you just relate to anything.
Love is just what keeps me going, I guess. It's the strength I find, like love within my family, love within relationships. I think it depends on who you're talking about, but love for your parents is more just deep-seated, stronger kind of feeling, you know, like unbreakable. Love for maybe a significant other or potential spouse is more kind of like stomach-dropping, like tingling feeling, I guess. And then love for your like siblings or friends, like who you really care about, is just kind of a nurturing love, I guess. Like it's like a different sort of love, but it's all the same. It's just the deeper meaning behind things, I guess.
I think that also goes for anything that you have an affinity towards or an attraction towards. I think that once you have like a firmer, deeper bind, then that's what love is. I feel like love comes from the people and the family and the experiences and the values that your parents teach you. I mean, they're like where that originates from. You don't feel that love from anyone else but like your parents when you're small. Well, when I was in Thailand this summer, and I was alone for like a good 5 days in like this really foreign country by myself. And so like when you're walking around the streets and stuff, you kind of talk to yourself a lot because there's no one else to talk to, and you find love in really bizarre things. You see something, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my whole life. I love that. Like that's love, and like just seeing how people interact all different places all around the world is kind of love in its own